We are pleased to talk to the star of the new hit movie, Mom's Night Out. And Sarah, you're so sweet. How could anything go wrong?
I don't know. You tell me. What could go wrong?
Is it you or Patricia Heaton that caused all the problems?
No, it is not our fault. It is not our fault. There is a massive miscommunication, and I blame Sean Astin.
Oh, not even fair, Sarah. He's not even there to defend himself.
He's not here to defend himself, so I'm all good.
Well, one thing's for sure, this movie is good. I would even say great, but I've got to ask, country star Trace Adkins is in the film. How does he perform?
Oh my gosh, Trace Adkins, he's so amazing. He hasn't had a ton of acting experience, and he just blew this out of the water. He was so amazing, both in terms of his comedic capability. He is an improver, and some of the stuff that he came up with was so incredibly hilarious. But he's also has a lot of heart and a lot of soul. And there's a specific scene that's my favorite scene in the film that's between him and me outside of a jail cell that is super moving. And he's just a big softie. He's really intimidating, but then you discover that he's actually just a really big teddy bear.
You are hysterical in this movie. I've got to ask, does being a mom in real life pay off when you play one in the movies?
Oh my gosh, I don't think I could have played this role if I had not been a mom in real life. There's so many ways that I relate to my character. I had just become a mom when I read the script. My son was about 10 months old when I read the script, and I was so drawn to the story because it resonated so deeply with my journey as a mother and my friends' journeys who are mothers. So it's, yes, I think that I could not have played this effectively had I not been a mom myself.
Now with your son, what does he do that your husband looks at him and go, honey, that is so you?
This is not very flattering for me, but my son is very much like my husband personality-wise. He looks a lot like me, but he is a lot like his dad. However, the tantrums have begun, and he has these like complete emotional meltdowns that that Peter says, that's all you, honey. Which is great, but there was one in particular. We were reading this book to him about this monkey mom and the monkey mom's 3 baby monkeys. And he kept asking for the book, but every time he sat down to read it, he would go through this crazy emotional roller coaster of like crying and then being so happy and then being so distressed. And we got it on video because it's hilarious. But it was this like, he wanted to go through that like emotional cathartic experience because every time we pulled the book out, he wanted to experience it. So he's like, okay, that is absolutely you. He wants to feel right now. He wants to cry. That is not me, that is you.
Well, don't throw a tantrum here quite yet. Let me ask you, is this movie a great one for the whole family?
Oh my gosh. I think families need to laugh together. And laughing is so healing. And we haven't had very many family comedies. We've had a lot of animated comedies, which families can go to. But this movie, Mom's Night Out, really harkens back to movies like Father of the Bride or Adventures in Babysitting, where you could take your kids to a comedy and not worry that something was going to be said, that you'd have to like close their ears or close their eyes. And what's been really fun is hearing people's responses as they leave the theater with their kids. The kids have been like, oh my gosh, this is so great, this is so funny. One of my producers from Grey's brought his 10-year-old to the premiere, and she walked out of the theater and was like, Dad, we have got to bring Mom to this on opening weekend. This is amazing. And he said it was really exciting because he was laughing at different moments than she was laughing, but it was this wonderful communal experience to kind of get to sit down and watch something together as a family and laugh. And that's what this movie does.
Awesome. Given your success of throwing tantrums, according to your husband, just joking, but given your tremendous success, Broadway, TV, the movies, what advice would you give the rest of us about what you've learned on your journey?
I would say surround yourself with people who really truly know you, like at the deepest places of your being. I think that success is kind of a strange thing. It can be very seductive, and it can be very overwhelming, and it can be oftentimes disingenuous. And so knowing who you are and surrounding yourself with people who really know you and really love you helps keep your feet on the ground and remind you that this job is really kind of just like any other job. At least that's what my husband teaches to me and reminds me of every single day. It's like, you're going off to the office and someone else is going off to the office somewhere else, and we're all in this boat together as humanity. So yeah, stay grounded.
Well, Sarah, let me just tell you, I am glad to be in your boat. You are awesome. I can't wait for the movie to be seen by our viewers. Sure to laugh. Thank you so much.
Thank you.